Hello, hello, hello! Welcome back, guys, with Agatha Christie ABC Murders, episode 3. We've already concluded that the killer is bold enough to send Poirot letters as challenge to capture him, the killer. And the killer picked the victim by alphabetic arrangement. That leaves us wonder if this cold-blooded murder who will kill many victims in alphabetical order? Is the killer insane? What's the motive? Well, let's continue the game, shall we? Okay.
To Scotland Yard, please.
London, July 22nd, 1935, Scotland Yard, British Police Headquarters. So, this is the office of Inspector Japp. Let's look around.
Japp has invested a great deal in his career.
Medals board. Wow. Shooting trophy. Oh, she likes to shoot. She likes to hunt.
Japp is an investigator greatly respected by his peers.
And Order of Merit badge. Wow. Okay, let's look around another angle, another corner.
Like all hunters, Hastings has always been fascinated by weapons.
Wow, Hastings love hunting too.
London. I really like this city. One thing is certain, you never get bored here. Alice Asher was murdered in Andover, the ABC killer's first murder.
Poirot love London, and Poirot know the ABC killers is not going to kill just one victim.
Japp appears to be snowed under.
Cup of cold tea. It's cold. Telephone off the hook. He's not going to be disturbed.
Japp appears to already be overloaded with work. My news is not going to improve matters. Bonjour, Chief Inspector. I am afraid we have some bad news. I have just received another letter signed ABC. The next crime will be on the 25th in Bexhill-on-Sea.
Are you completely sure it's from the same person?
I have compared the two letters. There is no doubt about it.
I suppose you think he's going to carry out his threats.
I fear so.
Good God, Poirot. Bexhill is very busy at this time of year, and we have no idea who the next victim will be.
Yeah, that's right. Poor Japp.
I suspect that the name of the second victim will start with B.
What on earth makes you think such a thing?
I thought about it when I saw the name Asher clearly written over the shop door of the unfortunate woman who was murdered in Andover last month. When I received a letter mentioning Bexhill, I deduced that the victim, like the town, might have been chosen by alphabetical order.
So it's an alphabet fiend. I'm going to have a list drawn up of all the people whose name starts with B. I hope there aren't too many of them.
Bien, we should leave you to work, Chief Inspector.
You have a few days to prepare yourself.
Thank you for coming, my friends.
I agree with Poirot. The next victim name will start with a B.
Poirot?
Chief Inspector Japp, your call does not bode well.
Indeed, we have just found the body of a young woman on the beach in Bexhill. An ABC was placed on the body.
We'll be there as soon as possible.
Oh no, Poirot was right. Another dead body in Bexhill. Oh. Okay, let's go to the crime scene.
Bexhill is a delightful town. It would be nice to come back and visit.
I do not entirely agree. Walking at the beach damages my shoes, and it hurts my knee.
So the years have not spared you, my friend. It's the same for all of us.
That is exactly what I said to myself when I saw you back from your travels.
Poirot!
Do not be offended, Hastings. I can see Japp waiting for us. And from his face, I would say that things are not looking good.
Well, Poirot doesn't want to be wet on his shoes and doesn't want any sands enter his shoes. Anyway, let's take a walk to the beach.
There is no doubt about it. Bexhill has one of the most beautiful beaches in the area.
Well, no, not so beautiful because a dead body is in here.
How do you do, gentlemen?
Chief Inspector?
I fear your admirer has struck again, Poirot. We haven't yet identified the victim, but it's a young woman, 20 to 25 years old. Death occurred last night between 11:30 and 1 o'clock, and we found an ABC guide on the body.
Was she pretty?
Come on, Poirot, that's rather out of place. It has no bearing on the murder.
Are you certain? For women, it is often the most important thing. It often decides their destiny.
The body hasn't been moved. You can see for yourself.
Has the press been informed?
Not yet, but I'm planning to. I haven't yet informed them about the presence of the ABC guide in Andover.
Nobody has reported a young woman missing?
Not for the moment.
No witnesses, I imagine.
Indeed. We've asked everybody who may have met a young woman fitting her description last night to come and see us, but I have little hope of gaining anything from it.
It's early days, Chief Inspector, and the news may not have spread around the town yet.
I hope you're right, Hastings.
So, the killer picked the time on the night this time. And once again, no witness. If the killer studies the victim first, ooh.
This hut is locked. The guide is open at the page for the Bexhill train times.
The town with the letter B is not just Bexhill. Why the killer picked
This key is too small to be one for a house. Without a doubt, it is for a padlock. These marks have been left by a rope or a braided cloth. A braided silk belt. It may have belonged to the victim. Apart from the marks on her neck, there are no signs of the struggle. She didn't manage to hit her assailant. The young woman wasn't wearing shoes or a coat, and was not carrying a bag. That's strange. Either the murderer stole her belongings, or she put them somewhere safe. Maybe so that she could bath. She was a great beauty. Strange that Japp didn't notice it. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
How was the victim killed? She did not struggle. There was a braided silk belt. A and the victim has marks on the neck. The victim was strangled by surprise with her own belt. Oh, by surprise.
The poor child must have been strangled with his braided belt. Unfortunately, in view of the fabric, it is unlikely that we will find any prints. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
What are the common points between the Andover murder and the one in Bexhill? ABC Guide open at the Bexhill page. Andover ABC Guide. The killer signs his crimes with an ABC Guide. Are the crimes in Andover and Bexhill the work of the same murderer? Well, the press does not know that the ABC Guide was found in Andover, so the two murders were premeditated and were carried out by the same person.
The medical officer should confirm that the victim was strangled with her own belt.
That's what I thought. She shows the usual signs of strangulation.
With a little luck, we'll find prints this time.
You are too optimistic, Hastings. Our killer is far too meticulous for that.
The killer must be clever. No fingerprints this time either.
This hut is locked. The key does not fit the lock. This hut is locked. The key does not fit the lock. The key does not fit the lock.
Let's see here. I got a key to padlock, so this must be the padlock. Let's try.
A dual locking padlock. I need to find the code and then insert a key.
Oh no, we have to find out the code. Somewhere, I don't know. Ah, there you are. 715546. Let's try it. Yeah, I did it. What's that? A bag?
The purse is full. Yet again, we can dismiss theft as the motive for the murder. Here is the watch she must have removed to prevent it from getting wet. A top brand lipstick. She liked to take care of her appearance. As well as a photo of the victim with some company. It could be useful to me.
Well, I'll cut it in here. I'm getting complaints that my video is too long. I'm sorry, I have to break it in here. Okay folks, we'll continue the story in my next video, inshallah. Stay safe and healthy. Bye bye. Assalamualaikum.